I'm weighing the options. This coffee chat will be in its place. I mean, it's not a great video, but it has a bunch of pictures of ladies and one of me. A few seconds of me. Like I said, I got there at 4:45. Nothing there but Sam behind the mixer. Security wasn't even there. And all the female staff. And I said, that's reminiscent of when I got here during COVID. I would go down there at 3, because around 3:30, a lot, because Nick would always show up around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and we'd shoot the shit, right? And then he'd move on, whatever, because he's always doing projects. He's moving, making videos, looking at new prospects, right? Like, he's 2 bars ahead in his thought process on what he's going to build out, lease, whatever. So I would end up being down there, and it would be just me and 15 or more of the ladies, most of which have moved on, except for a handful. And so we would sit there, and I'd have my beer, and they'd cater. You want any food? You want me to get some food for you across the street? And I saw the sushi guy, and I was eyeballing the sushi, and one of the ladies, you know her, Pla, says, "You like sushi?" I says, "Yeah." I said, "Do you like sushi?" "Yeah." I said, "Let's go." So we go over there. This is totally off of the Sunday night story, but it's the same. I can tell that's a Farang motorbike. Ass hats. Anyway, so we go out there and we're ordering sushi, and I see her looking, and I said, "They like sushi too?" "Yeah." And I says, I waved them all over, and I bought them. They're all hand picking. They're not getting greedy about it, right? "Oh, I want this. You know, 3, 4, 5 pieces each, right? I spent 20% of what I would have spent if I rang the bell for the staff. You know what I mean? And I had happy campers. So sisters, I call them sisters. They're my sisters. That's just in my head when I meet my friend's girlfriend or my friend's wife. Immediately she goes into a file cabinet up here in the brain pan. Sister. Because I would never think, no offense to anybody from West Virginia or Kentucky, but I would never do anything with my sister or my cousin, okay? I joke about that a lot. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, incestuated waters. Anyway, I can't. America's got no talent. And I'm speaking to one person individual. You have no fucking talent. You suck. Watch it and weep, you prick. Okay, enough of the rant. I'm here to have fun. So, we got sun, huh? So now you can kind of get what time of day it is. I know it's after 1700 because I have like a Crocodile Dundee, I have a clock. I have a compass in my head, right? Anyway, so I'd sit there with all these ladies, and so I bought them food, and they're yeah. How do you make a Thai woman happy? Same thing as the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, right? Well, you buy food for a Thai lady, especially when they can go hog crazy at Mukatao and stuff like that, man, you've made a friend for life. So, yeah, where do I go? I have it's a derogatory term, okay, for some of my sisters, all right? Because Nick now has, I don't even know how many bars, okay? He sold one recently, but he's expanding another into it. It's gonna have a different name. It's gonna be behind bar 7. It's freaking gonna be awesome. No product endorsement here. I'm just saying it's gonna be a different venue. Same but different, but it's gonna be, there's gonna be room where people can dance, cut it up, have a good time, and like anything. But if you feel like dancing in any of the bars, you can, go for it. But be careful not to get too drunk and fall over and hit your head. But I call, I'm a social drinker. I've said this 1,000 times. I will not sit at home alone and drink a beer. The only time that I can recall drinking a beer alone was right here in this same spot a week ago. I decided I want a freaking beer with ice in it. So I took my 7-Eleven cup with ice and poured that beer in that sucker, and I drank it while I spoke to you guys to give you an update or whatever. And that literally, I've said this before too. I'll go, man, I feel like a beer. So I'll go down to 7, get on the little peanut, I call it, my peanut, goober pea, right? Legume. Go down on my Aerox, down to 7, and pick up a couple beers. And come back and then put them in the fridge and, all right, yeah, man, I'm going to have me a beer later. And then an hour later, I'm like, I don't feel like a freaking beer. So then the shit sits there in my fridge for a month. I'm looking at it and going, man, I got to move that bottle so I can put more orange juice there or something like that. So I just wait till I hear the neighbors directly across from me across the soy. They're not in my development. First of all, I usually smell the weed, right? And I go, and I like the smell of weed. I don't smoke it, but I love the smell of it. Okay, and if I get secondary smoke from it, great. I'll eat gummies. I'll eat edibles. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm not, I just don't want to put any more shit in my lungs that's in the freaking air. So vaping's worse than smoking cigarettes, in my opinion. But don't get angry with me. I'm telling you, you're inhaling glycol, some ethanol, and a whole bunch of other batshit crazy stuff that is not listed in the ingredients to make it taste like raspberry souffle or strawberry strudel pie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking up your lungs. Anyway, beside the point. If I hear the guys partying on a Friday night, I call them kids, but they're like tops maybe 30, the oldest one. But at least they don't sit, well, they don't have a basement, but they don't sit in their mom's basement and troll people. They're having fun and they do work around the house, around the yard, because mom cracks the whip, right? But I'll go out and I'll just hold up those 2 beers, put them between my fingers like this. Hey, I go, hey. And they look and they go, Jai, come on over. And of course they offer me some smoke and shit like that. And no, I've had work to do. I have work, but I don't have work. But I don't want to say no. I don't want to you know, I don't want them to feel dissed, okay? So I lie. Oh no, I have work to do, but I know you out here, so have fun. So I give them a couple of big beers. When I buy a beer, I buy a big one, okay? Not a keg, but 2 tall bottles. And they're happy, right? And I just don't drink alone. So, and I don't like to eat alone, which is back on the track now. So I have what is called, I said a derogatory statement, I call a stable, okay? I have a stable of ladies from a couple of Nick's bars that I can call. I can line message, hey, I'm going to be in town on such and such. When's your day off, or what are you doing, or where are you, or whatever, right? And then out of those handful of people, there will be one that'll say, well, hell yeah, I'll have a free dinner and some drinks and shoot the shit with you. And I can even go to work after, we can go to lunch, right? But usually it's dinner because they want mukatao, right? Because they can pick whatever they want, and a lot of it. So that's what I do. I have a stable. I call it a stable. Which I think is a misogynistic, derogatory term, but that's what I call them to myself. Let's see that one. I see the railing. Man, look at those clouds. The sun is right. This is my right ear here. The sun is right in that little pocket of clouds heading down. I know I shouldn't be drinking coffee at this time of night, but when I drink coffee late at night, I sleep better. That is just, I don't know. If anyone is like that, let me know. I will not drink decaf. Look at the process of how they make it decaffeinated, and you probably will stop drinking decaf yourself. You're better off, I think, in my humble opinion, I'm not a medical professional, but I think you're better off if you're going to drink coffee, drink damn coffee, not decaf. And if you're going to have a Coke Zero or a Coke whatever, sugar-free something, you're better off drinking the one that has sugar in it. And if it has real sugar, not corn syrup, you're even better off. Okay? Corn syrup, I feel, is what caused the American type 2 diabetes pandemic that the pharmaceutical companies are making buku bucks off of. Okay? Because it fools your body. Your body still thinks it's getting sweet with I'll name them, NutraSweet, now it's stevia, all these different things, right? Oh, it's safe, it's da-da-da-da-da. Your body thinks it's sugar, so your pancreas cranks out the insulin, and then it gets too much, and then it needs more each time. It's like you're a meth addict, right? You get high, like on Breaking Bad, right? With the shooting up and shit. And you're floating. Oh, this is great. But then the next time, and the next time, and the next time, it takes more, right? So your body's pumping out this insulin, and you become insulin resistant. So you literally have to start injecting insulin because you've worn out your frickin' pancreas pumping out frickin' insulin. So you're better off, if you're going to do it in moderation, but drink a damn, especially here because it's cane sugar. They don't use corn syrup. All their corn is for feed, and very little of it is for human consumption, right? Most of it is just for cattle feed and hogs and shit like that. Anyway, that's basically it. I mean, I'm 15 minutes on this one. I think I was 15 minutes on the other one. God. And then I've got a few photos because I had four, count them, four. 1, 2, 3, 4 maids take care of my room today. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles of water. And I said, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shouldn't I get 8 bottles of water? They laughed. The one understands English, I know, but the other 3 probably just laughed because she was laughing. Oh, and they also laughed at my roll of tape that was stuck to the TV screen. Okay, when I shower, I'm not allowed to get. I'm supposed to go to a salon and have my hair washed. Okay, go in, they'll put a shield on like they do when you get your eyebrows done, you know, tattooed eyebrows, and then for the first few weeks or whatever week, they put this visor thing on, sticky thing, and it comes out, so you don't get water over it, right? Well, I'm not supposed to get tap water in my eyes, so I cut out a Ziploc plastic bag to a shape like this, and I line of tape. But I got tired. Every time I'd go to grab the tape again, the shit would be stuck together, and it's like, it's really good tape, and I'm like, God dang it, where's that at, right? So I started, when I tear a piece off, I would stick it to the TV, right? Because the TV's right next to the mirror. And I'm just sitting there watching them clean the room, and one goes, she points, and they go, They started laughing at my tape, and I'm going, what? I didn't do anything. I'm just standing here. I didn't move. And then she points at the tape, and I went, oh. What it for? And I said, oh, I cannot say. But it's for taping my getting jiggy with advisor, so I can shower and scrub the shit out of my hair, right? Every day. I don't have to go to a salon. I can. I wouldn't mind it. But why? When I can do it myself, you know? If I could cut my own hair like Chuck does, I would do it. But I always get to a point where it's all screwed up, and I just say screw it, and I just shave it off. Bring it down to the lowest setting on the shears and shear it all off completely. Looks ugly at first because it's not bald, but kind of blotchy, and then it starts coming in, and it's ugly. So 2 weeks later, I can actually go to the barber and say, here, clean me up, because my hair grows so bloody fast. But anyway, I could go on for days talking, but I'm not. I'm gonna have to cut this in half. I get it. I know I said earlier when I was back in Chiang Rai, I said I'm going to do make some changes, and some of them are going to be literally a long form video, like an hour. And if you choose to watch it, great. If you don't, that's fine. I'm not going to get butthurt, because I have a case. I still have 3/4 of a case of butthurt cream. If anybody wants it, just DM me, and I'll send you some, like 50% off. Those that know. That's an inside joke.